Hello there YouTube and welcome to a Random Reviews. I am Random Ross and today I am reviewing The Batman. Yes, directed by Matt Reeves and written by Matt Reeves and Peter Craig, starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravits, Paul Dano, and Geoffrey Wright, with Colin Farrell and Andy Serkis. So this is, the latest installment in the Batman films. Again, it's a reboot, and in this, the Riddler, who is a serial killer in this take, and I believe is inspired around the Zodiac Killer, is on the rampage, picking off corrupt people in Gotham who poison the city, and Batman and Commissioner Gordon, well, he's not the commissioner yet, he's Jim Gordon, and they're all trying to solve the case about this. Also, whilst helping, Batman also helps Selina Kyle find a missing friend, and basically it all builds up into this finale where a mayor election is sabotaged and the Riddler plans to just destroy Gotham with his followers. So that is pretty much the essential story that I can tell you without giving anything away. So what did I like? Well, I like this one. I gotta say, I was surprised by Robert Pattinson's performance as Batman. I had mixed feelings at first, but he convinced me. He did a great job playing Batman, and yeah, I liked his take on the character. I weren't too sure about the costume at first, but I've grown to like that as well. I also liked Zoe Kravits, is that her name, as Catwoman. She again was beautiful and had a good cat suit. Cat mask though could have been a bit more improved, but still I could tell that her balaclava was meant to resemble a mask. I also liked Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth, again a more different take on the character, and Geoffrey Wright as Jim Gordon. He too was great. But I got to give it to, two supporting actors that were brilliant in this. First of all, Colin Farrell as the Penguin. He just completely transformed into this, with the makeup and the prosthetics, and I'm assuming he wore a fat suit. You wouldn't know it's him unless somebody pointed it out to you. He just completely disappeared into this character, and I just enjoyed the screen time we saw him in playing Penguin. I mean, you didn't have the top hat or the monocle or the cigar, not the cigar, the cigarette thing. I mean, they've got a thing about smoking, but hopefully we'll see more. Well, we are going to see more of him in the upcoming HBO series, Penguin. So maybe he'll get all that in that, maybe. But yeah, I like Colin Farrell as the Penguin. I got to take my hat off to Paul Dano, who played Edward Nashton in this. It's not Nigma, it's Nashton. I don't know what is with the name change but him as the Riddler, that Weather Army mask and the raincoat and just that sinister look on him, I gotta say he was a bit creepy, and I liked that. I liked that he had dark creepiness. I was sat with my girlfriend watching this, and he even creeped her out as well. She would put her like a jacket that up to her face like that because he creeped her out that much. And yeah, I definitely like this new take on the Riddler. I like that we got to see the Riddler and the Penguin redone on the big screen for once, and it not focusing on the Joker, well, for now anyway. But yeah, I was happy to see other classic Batman villains like the Riddler and the Penguin get a chance to shine and be reintroduced to this new age, because it's been it's been 30 years since we saw the Penguin on the big screen when it was Danny DeVito, and it's been a while since we've seen the Riddler on the big screen since Jim Carrey. I mean, we did see another live action take on them both in Gotham, but that was like origins and what have you, but yeah, the Penguin and the Riddler, they were really great in this, and I loved their performances. This also has some good visual effects as well, and some good CGI, some good stunts, some good action. This movie was quite fast paced. Now, this movie's 3 hours long, or just under 3 hours, and I gotta say, it didn't feel like them 3 hours. I just sat there and was entertained from start to finish. You know, they didn't mess around. I mean, they didn't put the backstory in, because we know the whole origin story. There's some people that think that they would have been happy with having the backstory and it being a little half hour long, but not in my personal opinion. I'm glad they didn't do that, because we know the backstory already. We know how he becomes Batman, and yeah, the runtime, yeah, it was a bit long, but like I say, it flies by like that. So I enjoyed that. I don't think there's any after credits or post credit scenes either. But yeah, I also like that final scene with the Riddler when he's in Arkham and he makes friends, a new friend. I think we all know who that is if you're watching. I won't say anything there. I don't want to tell you that. Watch. But yeah, this was a surprising hit, and I believe they're doing a sequel, which I think is not surprising at all. And yeah, I just think this was, a great fresh take on the Batman. I believe inspired around the Year One story and the Long Halloween. Of course, this was like Bruce's second year as Batman. I mean, I would have liked to have seen more of Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth in this. I feel out of all the cast, he's the one that got the least screen time of our big stars. I do wish we could have seen the Riddler more, but we got to see him a lot on like videos and live streams and what have you, using social media to get attention. But we definitely see a lot of the detective aspect of this, not a lot of the action superhero, which I did like. I like that we got to see his detective skills more, because I feel that's what that had been lacking in recent installments in Batman movies. But this one, yeah, it was an entertaining one. I really loved it. I recommend it. Yeah, it's 3 hours, but if you can make the time, check it out. I enjoyed it. So Batman, the Batman, what am I going to give this one? You know what? I'll give it 4 out of 5 for the Batman. So have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been Random Reviews. And yeah, so until next time, I bid you all a goodbye friends, goodbye.